What's up, guys? Grizz here, coming back for another reaction to the finale of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender. We've come to it at last, the 8th and final episode of Season 1. I'm realizing now I don't actually know if this show has been greenlit for Season 2. I would assume that it has. I know that they got like 2.1 billion minutes of streaming in the first 4 days or something ridiculous like that on Netflix. So the numbers are looking really robust, and that usually means a Season 2 will be greenlit pretty quickly. Let me know in the comments if that's happened or not. I realize that I am watching this finale in the first week of this show being released, but by the time you watch this on YouTube, it'll be like 8 weeks from now. So maybe more information will be out by then. Let me know in the comments if that's changed, if Season 2 has actually been announced or not. Regardless, I'm really excited to see how they wrap this up. We're ending with the big climactic battle in the Northern Water Tribe, just like Season 1 of the cartoon. And ironically, that's also where we ended up in the live-action M. Night Shyamalan adaptation. I think this is pretty much as far narratively as they got as well. So, kind of an interesting symmetry there. This show's really grown on me. I went into it with admittedly cautious expectations, and I feel like those expectations have been somewhat exceeded in a lot of ways. And that makes me very happy because Avatar is very near and dear to my heart. So, the fact that they really feel like they're putting some time, attention, and love into this show, I feel it, you know, and I appreciate it. This reaction has been edited to comply with fair use here on YouTube. These episodes are pretty long. They're all around 50-something minutes, and you're only getting 10 minutes total of footage here in the YouTube reaction. So if you want to check out the full-length, uncut version of this reaction, it is available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page where you can get access to this and all the other episodes of Avatar in their full, uncut glory. So check that out. All right, well, without further ado, let's dive into the finale, shall we? Avatar: The Last Airbender, Episode 8. Let's go. This has been a hell of a journey. I've been watching these episodes back to back for about 48 hours now, and yeah, got a lot of Avatar up in my brain. And the first ship from the Armada has arrived. That's not Zhao's ship, though. He's got the big fancy lion. Oh, how the turntables. Yes, come on, Aang. Oof. Get them all overboard, quickly. Ooh! God, the choreography's great in this. They've really made the bending look badass. Yes, Katara! Flex that water bending. Teamwork, I like that.
Watch out, Katara! There's a new group coming in starboard side!
Appa just casually dropping a fucker from, like, way up high. You better hope he hits water and not a sheet of ice. Break every bone in his body. I feel like you should change the heading of the ship before you smash all the equipment, because now you can't stop it from hitting the wall, right? It's just going to smash right into that thing. Nice. Woo! That was clean! Yes, good job, Sokka. That's one ship down. How many more ships do they have, though? Like 1 million? Oh, hell. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
You gotta be kidding.
Dude, you're fighting an entire army, like an actual army. Of course they're going to stretch out into the horizon. Yeah, it's going to take more than 3 teenagers and a sky bison to destroy an armada. Legends. You know, there's always a little bit of truth in legends. That's what they say. God, Zhao's icebreaker is just the coolest. Look at that thing. Man, Iroh's ceremonial armor is badass. Look, he's got the Dragon of the West right there on his chest plate.
Coastline for fishers.
Uncle,
Say it.
Lu Ten would have been proud
Oh.
to have you as his father.
I didn't know that's what he was going to say. I was going to say, give that boy a hug.
We'll meet again after I have the Avatar.
I love that Zuko dresses in all white for this sequence, both as environmental both as an environmental camouflage, but also to represent the beginning of his transformation.
How far away are they?
They'll probably be in range in an hour.
This is bad, isn't it?
It's not great.
I'd say it's 50-50. 60-40.
I'm going to say 70-30, honestly. Oh, look, there's one ship going on a different heading.
It would make sense to attack on multiple fronts,
With one ship?
but not one vessel.
What does that mean? Oh, shit. He's got airships.
Fire Nation engineers created this.
Oh, this isn't our...
No, it was that fucking earthbender machinist, the mechanist.
You of all people should know that victory doesn't always depend on the numbers.
Wait a second. Isn't that the design that Sokka showed him? Motherfucker. It has begun. Man, this is gonna be tough. The Northern Water Tribe is proud and they're pretty stoic, but like they don't have the weaponry. Nice. Come on, waterbenders. Bend the water.
Here to help.
Now's not the time, Katara.
Now is exactly the time.
Get over yourself, Paku. People are gonna die.
You know we can make a difference.
We...
Okay, this is pretty cheesy. They all assembled down there so that Katara could have this conversation.
Get over yourself, you old fool, and let us get the job done.
That's what I'm saying.
You can help them repair their damage. See if their warriors need any other assistance.
He's like, I wash my hands of it. Other warriors can tell you to fight, but I'm out of here.
Make sure the princess stays safe.
I swear I won't leave her side.
Sokka, take care of her.
Oh, he will.
Master Paku told us to report to you.
Paku sent you to me?
He told us to help you in any way we can.
Nice. Damn, Katara, you just became a squad leader.
Yes, Master Katara.
Master Katara.
I'm not a...
Yeah, you are. You are now. This is war, girl. There's no graduation ceremony. You just gotta step into the role. And there's the moon.
The waterbenders draw their strength from the moon. I suggest you pause the attack until daybreak.
No. It's the ice moon. A rare cosmic event. I knew brute force wasn't going to be enough. I needed an edge. Just a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about lion turtles.
Hey, lion turtles.
The waterbenders believe their lives come from the spirit of the ocean, while their powers come from the spirit of the moon.
This is interesting. It feels like they're blending the creation myths from Korra and from Avatar into one here, because we're talking about the moon and the badger moles in the same breath that we're talking about lion turtles, you know?
You're not thinking of tampering with the spirit world, are you?
Afraid so.
Are you?
Zhao's about to mess it up for everybody. What creepy voice is this? Oh, it's Kuruk. What up, dude?
My knife is near. And if it has returned to the north, it can only mean one thing.
It's here to kill a spirit.
You're going to kill the ocean and moon spirits?
Of course not. I'm only going to kill the moon.
God, he's hamming it up so good.
We need to find Sokka and Yue. Something terrible is about to happen.
Everyone, head to the tower.
Go find them.
You'll be safer there.
Oh, good. Momo appears in this episode, too. Don't just stand there, kid. What are you doing? Oh, my God, Momo, your hero.
Thank you.
Okay, go find Momo.
Oh, you actually made yourself useful.
No.
Momo?
Wait, why am I falling for this? I've seen the show. There's no way. There's no way. The bastards wouldn't. How dare you guys?
We don't have much
The original show would have never hurt Momo. This is fucked. It's a pretty baller place for a natural hot springs. Momo.
This is where the priest brought me when I was sick.
Can't look at his limp, lifeless body like that. God. Oh, you can't scare me like that.
Dumb dummy, don't scare me like that.
God damn it, and here come the Fire Nation nerds and their stupid airship. Alright, Zuko. Don't forget your breath of fire. Nice. That looked pretty cool, actually. I like the way they did that, without actually showing it from his perspective, like, exploding out of the ground like that.
Either you help me find the spirits, or watch as I burn this whole place to the ground.
See, Zhao actually has no respect for the world around him. He doesn't care what he burns down, as long as he gets his goals.
Avatar!
Oh, shit.
There's nowhere left to run.
Zuko, I'll deal with him.
Katara versus Zuko, let's go. Nice. Man, Katara's come a long way from the first episode. I wish we'd seen more of her progression, but, like, they skipped over most of it. I get it.
You learned some new tricks.
It's also a full-ass moon right now, so she's extra strong. Ooh! Nice! Nice! Trap him! Trap him in the ice! Well done.
You're looking at him.
Yeah, it's not gonna hold him for long.
He's trying to kill the ocean and moon spirits.
He can't. That would mean the end of our people.
That's kind of the idea.
Yes.
Which one's the ocean, which one's the moon, though?
Yes!
Oh my god, here we go.
Without the moon, the world will be thrown out of balance, and chaos will be unleashed. Whatever you do to that spirit, I'll unleash on you tenfold!
And I believe him.
Spare me your empty threats.
Oh, they're not empty.
Can still work out for you, Iroh.
This is the dragon of the west you're talking to.
So! The Moon Slayer!
Oh, man. That's a cool effect.
I can wipe out an entire race of benders. Can you imagine what that's like?
Yes, I can.
Ouch.
And I failed.
Iroh's getting in position to do something. Oh! Whoo! He did that fast. No! And it's done. It's done. He just killed the fucking moon. Oh my god, it's all, the color's all fluctuating. Yep, and she has part moon spirit in her, so this, you know, the gift of life she was given is being revoked now. Oh god. Oh god. That's a horrifying way to die. Oh, Jesus. Devastation. Oh, God! Holy shit, it wasn't just a figurehead, it was a Corvus the whole time. That's cool. The only thing cooler than decorative pieces on ships like that is when they're functional. No, Katara's bending's gone too! Shit. Honestly, Zuko, it's the only reason that you win this fight. Oh, fuck, just like in the vision. Come on, Chief.
Fall back! No! We'll cover your retreat.
Oh, Han, you're too brave, man. He's like, you would have made a great son-in-law. I mean, they're brave. They're standing up until the very last. Zhao, what the fuck have you done, dude? Yeah, full wrath of Iroh now. Poor ocean spirits all alone in there now. Let's go.
No, it's not over.
Oh, I just gotta chill. Oh, the music. Yes. Oh, that looks really good, actually. God, you remember back in movies when CG was the one piece of... Like, water was the one thing we couldn't master in CG? Yes! Look at this! Aang has gone kaiju mode.
Zuko!
Ah, what are the odds? How did he know he was in that building?
What is that?
That is wrath.
Oh, Jesus! Yeah, just bow before it, because what else can you do? Man, trebuchets are so cool. It's not gonna work, they're just gonna pass right through it, it's made of water. What kind of fool throws flaming projectiles at a water monster?
Don't!
Let me go. He took everything from me.
Come on, Iroh. He recognizes that Zuko really needs a win right now.
Dow!
The look on his face! Let's fucking go. Kick his ass, Zuko! This is one of the most satisfying fights in the whole series right here. Let's go. Ooh. God, his flaming dropkick. It's like the coolest move. Yes! Just punch him in the face. Forget the bending. Just beat him up.
Ozai was playing with you.
I mean, he's not wrong. He was.
A game. Azula told me everything I needed to know. You were
It's always been Azula. Oh! Oh! Yes, Iroh! Yes! That was a much more unceremonious death for him than in the original. In the original, he gets enveloped by the water monster and drowned and sucked down to the fog of... the bog of eternal stench or whatever in the spirit world for like 100 years. And then Korra sees him. Fire! Why are you still firing the trebuchets? They do nothing against this creature. He's like, I'll eat all your fire, I don't care. I'm made of water, you idiots. Like, the whole concept of using fire against water notwithstanding, you are on a boat, on the ocean, trying to kill the ocean spirit. Like, what do you think's gonna happen if you succeed? Yes! Just wreck everything! Oh, this is satisfying as hell. Come on, Aang! Slash Ocean Spirit. With Zhao gone, the fire forces have been officially routed. Like, oh my god, he's got Godzilla spines on his back! Yes! Oh my god. If I was a Fire Nation soldier on one of these ships, I would be jumping overboard and swimming for it at this point. He's gonna wreck all of them. Oh! That guy's dead. Fire's not that harmful to a firebender, but a lot of these people are about to drown, you know, as these ships go down.
Aang! It's over! Please!
Let Katara's voice bring you back, just like in that first episode.
The world will be forever out of balance.
There must be something we can do, some way to bring the moon back to life.
Boy, are you gonna wish you hadn't said anything.
Thank you.
Oh. He thinks it's a thank you, but really it's a goodbye. So he can't stop her.
Wait, what are you doing?
Man, I feel really bad for Sokka.
Aang, don't be an idiot. You're not just the Avatar, you're my family.
Don't call him an idiot, he's already wrathful.
Please, you don't have to do this. You wait, no.
She does.
No.
The most noble of sacrifices. Yay! Yue fixed the saturation. Really sucks for Sokka, though. He finally found someone, you know? I feel like I would be testing out my bending. Be like, oh, I can water bend again? Confirmed. You know? At least check. Oh, the music kicking in. I've got chills again. Paku and the chief better take back everything they said. It's insane. He went into the... He, like, gave himself over to the ocean spirit and did all that without ever learning a lick of waterbending. So much loss. Like, they successfully defended the city, but, like, look at this. What was the cost? So much of the city was destroyed in the process. Just like Aang's vision. Oh. That's the kid that said, what should I do?
Han.
Damn it. He did not deserve to go that way. None of them did.
I watched it happen.
That's rough, buddy.
You made sure she wasn't alone.
That's just as meaningful, man.
We could use your help.
She can't stay, though.
Thanks. But Aang still has a journey to complete. After all, the Avatar still has to learn waterbending.
Yeah, we're on the fucking season finale and he hasn't learned any waterbending.
What is it?
Healing water.
From our oasis, and an invitation to return anytime.
Paku was an obstacle. He was sexist and he wanted to stop her from bending in combat ways. But he's admitted that he was wrong, he's acknowledged it, and he's tried to make up for it. And he's giving her a gift and telling her she's welcome back anytime as a master bender. And so, you gotta respect a man for realizing when he's wrong and admitting as much, you know?
He and the crew may be looking for us right now.
Yeah, I hope G survived.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Then you should rest. A man needs his rest.
Yeah, Zuko's path is like uncharted in front of him for the first time in his life. He has so much to think about now. Like, yeah, Aang, it looks pretty bad, but they can rebuild. They can rebuild.
I caused this
You ended this. It would be worse if you hadn't stepped in.
because I failed to be the Avatar.
No, dude.
And so stop worrying about the past and start thinking about what you still have to do.
Listen to Katara sounding like a master.
I think I understand something Gyatso was trying to tell me. Let go of the past, or I'll never have a future.
Yeah, you can't keep beating yourself up about your previous mistakes. You gotta move forward. You know? Make new mistakes.
You're gonna learn waterbending, and I'm gonna make sure of that.
When? We've done no waterbending! Ugh!
Anyone else hungry?
Why is everything always about your stomach?
That's where his brain is.
Says the kid with the melon head.
Melon does sound good.
It seems the Avatar remains alive and free.
You hear that, Ozai? Your sucky plan sucks. No!
Omashu is ours.
God damn. Is that Azula? Yep. Yeah, but all you guys have done is lead up to an extremely awesome sequence where Boomy breaks out of this shit single-handed, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
So, what's next?
And that's it. That's season 1, baby. That was great. They ended it on a strong note there. Oh shit, we're still going. We're still going.
Always proven difficult.
That's an awesome globe. We're gonna learn about Sozin's comet. Let me just firebend the comet for extra accuracy here. Yep. The comet from the very beginning that gave Sozin the power to take on Gyatso and all the other airbenders. Whew! And that is season 1 of Airbender. Wait. Okay, that's properly over now. That is season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I really enjoyed it. Like I said in the beginning, I went into this with admittedly very cautious expectations, and I feel like those have been exceeded. Like, they did a great job with what they chose to show. There's a lot they chose not to show. There's a lot of things that they skipped over, straight up omitted, or like relegated to a line of throwaway exposition instead of spending a whole episode on it. And I understand that choice, you know. We got to tell this whole season in 8 episodes. We're talking about a 20-plus season of the original cartoon, too. So, like, that's a lot of episodes to condense. Honorable mention goes to Zhao. Zhao was great. Ken Lung seemed to be ping-ponging back and forth between, like, phoning it in and absolutely hamming it up and chewing the scenery, like, when the situation called for it. And brilliant performance. Brilliant performance. Especially for a guy who thought he was auditioning for the other Avatar. Like, that cracks me up so much. Daniel Day Kim was made to be Ozai. He was perfect. He was picture perfect. His characterization was perfect. And, like, I never thought that Mark Hamill would have such stiff competition for Best Fire Lord. Obviously, Mark Hamill is legendary, but Daniel Day Kim's Fire Lord is up there, man. It's just as good, in my opinion. He really nailed it. The acting performances in general were really, really good, and you could tell how heartfelt a lot of them were. A lot of love and effort and energy went into this, and it's really apparent. It really translates across the screen very easily. A couple characters were underused, like May and Ty Lee, Azula's little cohort. They just sort of stood around and were yes men to her, which fine, that was their role in the show too. But they didn't do anything, and they could have at least like changed up the blocking so that every single time we see them, they're not standing next to each other in the same damn courtyard. It's like they're statues. It's like that's where they're always at. You could have at least changed up the locations of a couple of those scenes or something. But then again, season 1 didn't really feature them. Season 2 is really where they got involved in the story around the time of the Blind Bandit when they get enlisted to go, you know, get put out in the field by Azula. So when season 2 rolls around, I'm sure we'll get expanded storylines on them and they'll actually be able to do something. Visually, their casting was spot on. They looked the part. The line delivery was great. They just didn't do enough for me. Azula was great. Getting to see the blue lightning at the end was a really cool tease, setting up what her potential is going to be for next season too. Boomy knocked it out of the park. Sokka felt weird in the first episode, but he really grew on me, and I've come to really appreciate the performance that the actor laid down. He feels like a more realistic. Like if Sokka was a real person, I feel like it would be closer to this than the animated adaptation, where he felt a little bit more like a caricature. You know. Don't get me wrong, I love animated Sokka, but he definitely feels like a caricature versus an authentic human being. So they brought a little bit more realism, and the performance was a bit more grounded this time. Aang was perfect, no notes. Katara, no notes as far as the acting performance went. I feel like the writing was inconsistent with her. She was not really portrayed in a super in a super good light in the Jet episodes. But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, she wasn't portrayed in a very good light in the original series in the Jet episodes either. So I can't really blame this adaptation for that one. Honestly, yeah, I really enjoyed this. As of the time of recording this, it's less than a week since the episodes dropped on Netflix. At this time, there's no news of a Season 2 that I'm aware of, at least. So weigh in the comments and let me know if Season 2 has already been greenlit or not. By the time this episode comes out on YouTube, it'll be 8 weeks from now. So that's plenty of time for an announcement to be made. That's the thing about filming these ahead of time, is that like I'm living in the past over here, which Gyatso would not approve of, clearly. Yeah, I think in conclusion, it was never going to be perfect, all right? It was never going to be better than the animated series, but what they did offer us exceeded the expectations that I had set out going into this show. You know, the art direction, fantastic. The visual aesthetics, phenomenal. Like, they really, really brought it with the visuals, and that was readily apparent from the trailers before the show even came out, that it was going to visually look stunning. It was the pacing, the dialogue, the acting performances was really the wild card for me, and I came out of this experience pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. There were plenty of things that they could have included. I don't really know why they didn't include them. For example, in the Kyoshi Warriors episode, Sokka dressing up in the Kyoshi garb is hilarious. It's such a good joke. They skipped over that, probably for time reasons, you know, but before the show came out, there was a lot of concern that they were going to make it like too serious, and they were going to like harden the edges of characters like Aang and make him less childlike, and that turned out to not be the case. I feel like his childlike personality was very much present, and there was just enough goofing off to convey to you that they goof off all the time when the camera's not on them, is kind of the feeling that I got, you know. We're following them now through this very intense and serious moment, but like, they had lines of exposition referring to adventures that they went on that we don't get to see. Like, they talked about the Great Divide. They talked about the volcano. They talk about all kinds of things, and therein lies the fun and the goofing off. It's just not what the camera focused on. That's my headcanon. That's how I'm choosing to view it, and that's how I'm able to reconcile the changes that they made in that way. But yeah, I think in conclusion, I'd just say that I was impressed. I was not like blown away. This was not the second coming. This was no revelation, but it was a damn good, entertaining adaptation of a very well loved animated series. And I would firmly put myself in the camp that enjoyed this. You know, I have my criticisms, but like honestly, hats off to them. Hats off to them. They did a great job. Looking forward to season 2. The reactions will be hitting the channel right here. But probably a trailer reaction first, right? Because we're going to get that big announcement, Season 2 trailer. So you can stay tuned for that as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my reactions to Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action adaptation. These reactions have been edited to comply with fair use, chopped each episode down to less than 10 minutes in length, which means a lot of the good reactions didn't make the cut. If you want to watch the full-length, uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.